this town was ripped away from its people and flooded with water. If you don't know, now you know. Okay. If that's not Black excellence, I don't even know what to say. What it is, what it ain't. It's your girl AMBREALERTT, and I am back. Okay. Oh wait, I messed that up. It's AMBREALERTT, and I am back with another video. Okay, in today's video we are going to be talking about the hidden town of Oscarville. We are 20 subscribers away from 400 subscribers. Help me get there. If you like what I'm putting down, if you like my content, please make sure you leave me all the love and the support in the comment section below. I will really appreciate that. We're going strong. I'm really excited. Next year is going to be my 3rd year on YouTube, so just help me, you know, celebrate, you know what I'm saying, by giving me love in the comment section. Now in today's video we have a lot of information. I have like 1, 2, 3, I have like 3.5 pages worth of information, so this is going to be quite the video. Still have my coffee. I have hot coffee this time. Actually, it's not that hot, but I just love this mug. Oh, it says coffee makes everything possible. I love this cup because it just brings positivity. I'm actually thinking about doing my own mugs, so let me know if y'all interested in something like that. As far as some merch in the future, I really want to do something like that, so let me know if you think that's a good idea below, because y'all know I'm always drinking coffee. I'm always talking about coffee, iced coffee, you know what I'm saying? I might frequently do that as the seasons progress, so let me know if that would be something y'all would be interested in purchasing from me as far as some merch. I love you guys, and I just want to, you know, show y'all love, bring y'all as much positivity as y'all bring me. So just let me know in the comments if y'all would grab a cup from me, a mug, and, you know, just to drink out of, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it would say some things on the cup that I usually say in my videos, so it would be geared towards my channel. So just let me know if that's a good idea to y'all. But now that I got that out the way, let's get into the video. Just to sum this up, I did get my initial research from my sis. Shout out to B. Octavia. She hit me to this topic. You know, that's my girl, so she helps me out sometimes with content. If she sees something geared towards my channel, she will let me know, and such fortune, such which. I do the same for her. So she actually sent me a post from the Shade Room, and I saw that they, you know, briefly talked about in town of Oscarville in Atlanta, the haunting at Lake Lanier. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So if you're ready to find out if Lake Lanier is haunted, if the, you know, myths are true, let's get into this video and we're going to find it out. True, is it false? We're going to get into it right now. Make sure that you subscribe. Let's get my channel blown up, okay? Like, we're not playing, you know what I'm saying? Also, if you guys have any suggestions for videos, I will write that down and you know, try to work that into my schedule. A lot of things are happening behind the scenes. I wasn't feeling too well, that's why I haven't like been recording, but y'all will learn that in the new vlog coming soon. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe and let's get into the video. Haunting at Lake Lanier. So basically this lake was created initially to help flooding that was happening in a nearby river in Atlanta, and it was supposed to also help water travel back and forth to Atlanta. But it was, you know, made in a very shady way, and I will get into that as well. So the rumors are, or the myths are, that this lake in Atlanta is haunted because it was created on top of a cemetery, and the cemetery was from, you know, black soldiers from the Civil War. So also it's said to be haunted because it was made on top of a town. 1,100 black people lived in this town, and you know, the U.S. Army Corps wanted to make it a river, so it's haunted because there's been a lot of deaths and boating accidents. Vehicles that drive nearby the lake, they end up, spinning out of control, and there's been a lot of vehicle accidents. There's been a lot of water sport accidents. There's been a lot of boating accidents. People just mysteriously die in this lake, and their bodies are almost impossible to be recovered because of all the pollution and everything that's within this lake. After we get into this, we're gonna see if it's haunted or not. Okay, so basically mysterious deaths and injuries happen in this lake. It's been said of sightings of ghosts. The myth also is that there's a dead woman walking around with no hands in a blue dress underneath the water. This lake is still popular for boating, for nearby Atlanta residents. Now the lake and the surrounding neighborhood is 90% Caucasian. This lake was actually made in 1956, and some of the graves that are underneath the water are unmarked, which makes it even worse. I mean, making a lake on top of a cemetery does not sound like a good idea. As far as the spirits are concerned. Over 200 people died in this lake since 1994. So since I was born, people have been dying in this lake. And we're going to get into the history. I also need to make a Netflix, apparently, because I can get a lot of information, documentaries, what have you. If y'all have any Netflix suggestions of movies or whatever, just drop them below, because I'm going to get my Netflix real soon. The history of the town is that the town was there since 1912. After the Civil War, these are people that were trying to rebuild their lives. They made a town full of small businesses, full of churches and schools. There was plenty of vegetation in the area. There was animals. It was one of the places that black people could go in Atlanta that was safe, because there was riots and things that broke out in 1906. Purely based off of race. There was a lot of racist people in Atlanta surrounding that neighborhood, and it got even worse around the early 1900s, and they mainly targeted Oscarville because that was where a lot of black people lived. Government was like, they wanted to, change things up. They wanted to make the town a lake. So they went to the residents and they asked them, could, they offered to pay them for their land. And these are people that have, been affected by the Civil War, have been trying to rebuild their lives, have made their own businesses. And these black people had 56,000 acres of land to themselves. They made their own businesses. They had their own deeds to their houses, so they owned their own houses, And here comes, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers trying to stop their generational wealth by trying to give them some quick change, for what could be worth millions of dollars today. So they offered them money for their land. Some of them didn't want to do that, but some of them took the bait. A lot of the race riots started to happen, and a lot of black people ended up dying. So a lot of black people were scared, scared that they would be their families would be hurt. So they took the money. Some of them took the money, some of them refused to leave and was pushed out. And after, the locals, they left the town, they took the money that the government was giving them, and they realized that it wasn't enough for them to survive on, and they regretted giving their land away, but it was too late. And then, they made the lake in 1956, and, I wish that was the end of the story, but it's not. Back to the race riots that were happening in 1906. In September 5th, 1912, a black man was accused of attempted rape by this white lady. This white lady claimed that she was raped, and also 5 other men were accused of the same attempted rape. Meaning she didn't get raped, actually. She said that somebody tried to rape her or whatever. So 5 black men ended up also being accused for the same rape. And it was said that one of the dudes actually had a relationship with her, and that, she probably, more than likely she was lying about being raped. I could see that happening. I could see like somebody just being like, all right, it wasn't that real. Like, I could see that she probably caught feelings for him. He wasn't feeling her like that, or something happened. Their relationship probably fizzled out, and she got mad and said that he raped her or whatever. So it was this whole big thing. The man was arrested, even though no evidence was found that he had raped her or any of the other men. The police had to actually bring him to the back door because there was people that was trying to hang him. It was just a bunch of mess. And he ended up getting arrested along with the other men for nothing. Then a week later, a woman actually did get raped and beaten, and a 16-year-old boy was accused of doing it. And 4 other men were also accused, and this time there was a 2,000 populated lynch mob that came down and actually broke into the jail. One of the dudes actually did get killed, and 2 were convicted of the rape of this lady named May Crow. They actually got hanged in public in the town hall. Lynching of any kind was, unlawful at the time in Atlanta, and they did it anyway and hung the 2 black men. So a lot of black men were being, accused of rape at the time. A lot of black men were being hanged at the time. So it caused a lot of fear in Oscarville. So after that happened, more incidences started to happen within the town, and a bunch of white people called night riders would come through Oscarville and snatch people out their houses and kill them, just doing anything so that they would leave the town. That's when they started to steal the deeds to a lot of the black people's homes and give it to nearby neighbors, and that is what helped the surrounding neighborhood of Lake Lanier become populated 90% by Caucasian people. So basically, this town was ripped away from its people and flooded with water. It's also a town for them to, go see their dead family that was buried, our own burials, our own, funerals. And this was like sacred ground to black people. So, the land was taken away from them, and and also taken away from their family that had perished. There's 20 cemeteries in the area that were flooded with the water, and all of a sudden the records before 1917 are missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real, this is diabolical, pure diabolical warfare. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense that things and crimes like this have occurred, and all we have is these legends. Now back to the haunting, the actual haunting of it. Now that we know some history behind Oscarville, it's haunted. I'm gonna just say it's haunted. I'm not surprised, just by hearing all the history behind it. This is something I don't like about legends and myths, is that the truth isn't revealed. Is that people focus so much on, trying to scare somebody so bad that they're not even saying why it's scary, or they're not even saying like the history behind it. So in my opinion, Lake Lanier is haunted. In my opinion, it shouldn't be like, don't go to Lake Lanier. Like, at least say why. At least say why. It's more about what happened there than about, like, you might get hurt. Like, think about why. Think about why these spirits might be angry. Because there's not supposed to be a lake right there. Like, that's why it's haunted, is because it wasn't meant to be a lake. It was a town where people lived. It was a burial place for people. It only makes sense that it's some spirits, plotting against you if you go on the lake. That just makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Now that you guys know a little bit more about Lake Lanier, please leave your comments below. Do you think it's haunted? Do you think it's right to, have boating trips on this lake? Would you actually have a boating trip on this lake? Like, Please let me know in the comments. I am interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this. I know what I would do, and I would not take a boating trip or do any type of water sports on that lake. Personally, I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't feel right doing that, knowing the history. And that's why it's important to like get the facts straight and spread that knowledge, spread that wealth of knowing what the town went through. I feel like that's more important than, thinking about it being spooky and scary and all of that. Like, I feel like it's important to know why it's not safe, or why it might be haunted. I think it might be haunted, but I'm interested in what you guys think. Please leave your comments below. Make sure you subscribe so we can get to 400 subscribers, okay? Let's do this. I will see you guys in the next video. It's lit. Let's go. It's Ombre Alert. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. And we're going up from here, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.